Hello everyone, so I'm about to depart on another trip to Toronto. I tend to go twice a year. So this trip is basically a training trip where I complete a lot of my CLE, continuing education credits, so it's really useful, and I also get to see a lot of my colleagues. I'm going for 2 nights. I basically have a travel day where I arrive that night just in time to have some dinner. No events planned that day, and then the next day early in the morning we have all day training, and then the day after that we have all day training again, and we leave in the early evening to go home. So that's the schedule for the training, and I thought I would go ahead and show you everything that I pack in my carry-on bag. I have made some of these videos previously for similar trips, so if you'd like to see those, then I will link them down below. But I do have some updated tips and tricks for you, and I really like the things that I packed, so I thought I would go ahead and show you. And I'll also show you what I'm bringing in my handbag that's sort of out of the ordinary, as well as what I'm wearing. And to make this video a little bit more useful, what I'll do is at the end I'll tack on outfit of the days that are filmed during the trip. It'll be like a little fun what's in my suitcase and outfit of the day vlog combination. So I hope that you guys like this format. If you do, then let me know in the comments down below so I know to make more videos like this. And let's get right into it. And I'm bringing my usual sort of handbaggy things, but in addition I'm also bringing my Kindle, because I'm reading a good book right now, and I'm trying to get quite a few books that I have started finished. That way I can do another lattes and literature, and then I'm bringing my agenda. And then otherwise I try and keep my handbag quite light, and it seems to work well for me. That way I do have a little bit of extra space for any documents that I'll have from training and so forth. This bag actually does fit a nice little Surlocks binder easily, so it's a good bag to take with for those sorts of trips. Now I believe Diane von Furstenberg no longer makes Luggage now, so this is not available anymore unless I can find a link where there's just some stock left. I'll try to do that. Otherwise I know there's quite a few brands that make similar looking luggage, so it's just a standard carry-on size. You can see it's not too big, it's not too small, it's a hard case, it's really durable, and it fits a lot, which is exactly what you want if you are going to be living out of a small suitcase for a couple of days. So let me show you what's inside. Alright, so the first thing you see when you open it up is it's got 2 compartments. One of them is sealed with a zipper, and then the other one is open. So let me show you how I organize it. First of all, I've got my laptop. It's got a case on it which protects it for traveling, which is great. And I want this really easy to pull out because I do have to take it out at security. You know, every country is a bit different with their security procedures. One thing you'll notice is I no longer put my liquids in a Ziploc bag. Since I have Nexus, I've been told off several times for taking out my Ziploc bag and putting it aside. I've been told as long as everything's under 100 milliliters that I'm good, but I feel like different countries are different, so you may still have to do the whole Ziploc bag thing where you live. Do not quote me on it, but you can see I now have all my toiletries in this toiletry case. I got this for free with my Shulamura cleanser. I just love this setup. It's just so easy to use when I'm traveling. So you can see up here I've got my makeup brushes and my toothbrush, and there's this little flap that keeps everything clean, and then there's a compartment in it, so everything is divided into 2. I've got toiletries on one side, contact lens solution, those sorts of things, and on the other side I've got makeup. I'm using my Becca eyeshadow palette. I'm actually wearing this on my eyes today. It's one of my favorites, especially to travel. BB cream, Tom Ford eyebrow pencil. For lipstick, I've got Bond Girl in my handbag from Charlotte Tilbury, which is actually what I'm wearing on my lips now. And then I'm also bringing a YSL Tintin oil. So I find packing well, so you have everything you need, is all about organization. But packing well so that nothing moves around is like a puzzle. So over here you'll see I've got a place marker for where my camera will go, but I'm using it to film right now. So I've got this cute little case for it. And then I just have everything just kind of has a space. So I've got my neck pillow. This is from Muji. It's my favorite one that I've ever had. It's so good. It's quite soft, so it's easy to pack. You can sort of move it around, and you can use it in different ways on the plane as well. And it's also washable. So I love this. It's my favorite one I've ever had. And then you'll notice this has some cat fur on it, and I'm sure a normal person would just go ahead and lint this before they pack it, but for me that doesn't make sense. Fufu just spreads his fur around so much, and sometimes he'll even get into my suitcase. What I do is I lint things when I get to where I'm going. So these are some black trousers from Paige. I always wear some black pants one day usually, and then the other day I like to wear a dress. If you're packing for more than 2 days, my tip is that dresses are the easiest and thinnest thing to pack usually. This one is a little bit more on the chunky side because it's a sweater dress. I'll show you what it looks like on. It's very different and hard to explain, but it's a version of a wrap dress from DVF. I absolutely love it, and it's new, so I'm really excited to wear it. So this is kind of my special outfit that I packed that I'm really excited to wear. And it's nice to have something like that just to kind of get you going during the trip. And then you'll see I've got this compartment up here, which is made for sort of lingerie and small things. However, through experience, I realized that pretty much everybody at security could see my underwear because I would just kind of put it through there, and this is transparent. So what I do now is I use one of these packing cubes from Muji, and I put my underwear and small accessories and tops in here, sort of thinner, smaller items that would otherwise move around quite a bit in the suitcase. So then as well, I've got my GHD flat iron, and I've got my little lint roller, an absolute must for all pet parents with fuzzy fur babies. So you can see this is a twist up, but just any lint roller would work. I just like this one because it doesn't stick to anything. Inside my packing cube, I have the following. I've got a scarf to keep me warm because Toronto's cold. This one's from Chanel, and it's black, so it goes with everything. I've got underwear, of course. I usually wear one bra and pack one bra, and the one I wear is usually no underwire, and then the other one is a bit more structured. I've got some underwear, nothing too exciting there. I always bring extras, so I think I've got like 4 here when I don't need that many, but it's just nice, just in case. You never know what might happen. I've got a belt, and I've got one outfit for evening. So this is a sort of thin tunic dress. It's silk, it's from Club Monaco. It's a little bit more on the dressy side, but it's also very small, easy to pack, and tends not to wrinkle. I've got a pair of socks, and I've got my commando tights, which are my favorite tights. These are stay-ups. I really like to pack a really nice pair of pajamas when I travel. These are Berger. They're not too thick. They're still quite warm. They're light because sometimes the temperature in your hotel room will be a bit all over the place. So something that's medium weight like this is perfect, and it's just a pretty blue. It's a nice treat to put on after like a hot bath and a long day. So underneath my underwear, you can see I have a few things. First of all, I've got a spare sweater, so it's just nice to have one extra item, and a top works really well for that, just in case. For example, if you stained something or your flight was delayed. So this one is from Equipment. And then I've got my other sweater that I plan to wear on the trip home and for the last day of training as well. It's a sort of nicer sweater. It's a swingy shape from Diane von Furstenberg in a really pretty lilac. And I like turning my sweaters inside out as well, just in case a zipper were to catch it or something. I've got a little shoe shiner. And then this is a nice tip as well. This is an old dust bag from Rebecca Minkoff, from a handbag that I don't think I have anymore, and I use this as a laundry bag. That way, once I've used, you know, my underwear during the trip, I can just throw it in, and when I get home, I know exactly what needs to be washed versus what can be worn again. So that's about everything that I've packed in my bag. It's not too much and not too little, so that I feel like I have some options, but like I'm not, you know, carrying around a super heavy bag or anything like that. And then to wear, you may wonder why I don't have any shoes in here. The weather is kind of crappy. I've heard it's really icy in Toronto, so I'm bringing boots. These are my Jimmy Choo boots, and I've had soles put on these, so they are hopefully somewhat anti-skid, but still really nice because I don't want to wear snow boots to training either. So that's been kind of my decision. Normally I would also pack a pair of black heels, so I'll link down below the ones I normally pretty much always bring to training, but this time I've decided that I probably won't wear them anyway, so I won't bring them. And then I've got a Magashoni cashmere cardigan, and I'll be wearing that on the plane because I'm always freezing on the plane traveling over, along with some Lululemon leggings just to be comfy since I'm not going to any meetings that day. I can just be very casual, so that's a bit of a treat. So that's everything that I'm packing. Let me take you with me to Toronto and you can see what it all looks like on. Good evening, everyone. So I'm a little bit frazzled because I just landed after the long flight, but I thought I would give you a quick outfit of the day shot and show you around my room because I got upgraded and it's pretty sweet. I'm staying at the Soho Metropolitan Hotel on Wellington Street. Here's my outfit of the day. You can see it's very like loungy, but that's how I like to fly if I don't have a business meeting, and it's 8 p.m. so today's essentially just our travel day at work. So I've got my Jimmy Choo booties, my leggings, my Magashoni cashmere, and my gray t-shirt. I'll show you the bathroom as well. Isn't this nice? I have big plans for the bath here tonight. And then I just ordered some room service from Lucky, which is a high-end Chinese restaurant that's downstairs, and I'll show you. Look what I just went and bought myself. Hello, bottle of champagne. And even though it was in the fridge at the LCBO, I feel like it's still not really that cold, so I'm gonna put it back. And then here is the rest of the hotel room. So it's a nice little junior suite that here is really comfy, and I thought I would show you a little room tour before I make a huge mess of it. Party for one. I think it's so important to just treat yourself to little things like this and make just kind of regular days like this or long days a little bit of a celebration. So I got cashew shrimp, I have a wonton soup, and I have some dumplings. Those are shrimp dumplings. Morning, everyone. So I'm rushing off to training now, and I've got my new DVF dress on. It's so warm and soft. Let me show you a close-up of the texture. You can see like how ribbed it is, and hopefully it will keep me warm because I know the Board of Trade tends to be really over air conditioned. Just really love the detailing of this dress. I just paired it with some simple diamond studs, which are the ones that I purchased at Nordstrom. And good evening, everyone. So I'm exhausted from the day's training, but I decided I would go ahead and change for dinner. I'm going for dinner with my colleagues to a pizzeria, so it's nothing very formal, but I just felt like it would make me feel a little bit more just kind of well rested and refreshed for dinner if I had changed my outfit. So I'm wearing my tunic dress from Club Monaco and my Cartier belt, and I actually think I might go ahead and shorten my gray pearls, so give me just a second, I'll show you what that looks like. So here is what my Nouvelle Pearls look like once I've taken the bracelet off. So I'm just going to put this on as a bracelet on my way out, and then I have the short necklace, which I think looks better with this neckline. Good morning, everyone. So now it's my last day here in Toronto, and I'm heading home on Air Canada at 6 p.m. tonight. I've got 4 continuing education seminars this morning, and then we have a zombie survival camp, a team building activity. Do not ask me what that is. I don't know. So I'm wearing my Diane von Furstenberg lavender sweater. It has wrinkled a little bit in the luggage, unfortunately, but it's just gonna have to do. It's part of traveling, and I did forget to pack my Downy wrinkle release spray, so that's my recommendation for things that I didn't pack that I wish I had packed. Everything else was great. So I'm wearing my gray Nouvelle Pearl. Sorry, my voice is going, I'm just very tired. And then I'm wearing my YSL lip tint in oil, which I really love. And then I'm wearing my Paige pants.